Okay, I just wanted to point out a few of the changes that I made. I made these dormers wider and added some of those little shed roofs and brackets back in the way we had them before. Here's what you had sent me. I'm sure you remember. So the roof was just higher and steeper before, so it's basically a version of that. I mean, I can change. I'm just showing all siding here now. We can change that to either vertical board and batten or shakes like we had, etc. But I wanted to just show you the geometry. So here's our egress window here. Both of these dormers are also egress. They're 2'6" wide by 4'6" tall double casements, and so that will be the primary egress window for this bedroom over here, because the one on the side is a smaller, I forget what size that is. I think it's 2'6" by 2'6". Let's see. Yeah, 2'6" by 2'6". I think the label's wrong though. So I raised the roof up on the rear so that I could add 2 foot. So these are 8 foot tall doors with 2 foot tall transoms above. So you get 10 foot of glass. The ceiling, I believe, is 11 feet in this great room. I'm remembering now that I'm going to have to go back in and change this window, because I don't. This is going to be probably a flashing, or like a leak hazard or whatever. So I'll probably make that a single window there. Yeah. And then you were asking, let's see here. You were asking on this visual to square off this back patio foundation, but that's not really possible. I mean, that would be squaring it off here, and you just have a hole there. You don't have any building space above it, and I don't think you want to widen the great room just in that little nook because of what else is going on in the great room. So this could have a flat ceiling up here, or it could be vaulted like that. Same with the great room, for that matter. But I think we had already decided on a flat ceiling with a coffer. You can pause this video at any point to have sort of a freeze frame. Oh, let me show you the so the second floor. Let me see what the spacing is here. So it's 2 feet to the center of this first one, and then, yeah, basically it's 4 foot to the center of this second girder truss. And then the width of the girder truss is 7'10" 3/4. And then we pick back up on the 2 foot increments all the way across here until you get to this dormer in the center. Um, this is just all built on top of the roof, this portion here, and the same with the other side. So you've got a girder truss on either side of this main dormer, and then the same thing here, dormer, a girder truss, I mean, on either side of the stairs, and a girder truss on either side of this dormer. So I'm assuming that the back part would be built like this, that there might be a beam of some sort across here, and that these could still be trusses on this back part of the room. Right here at this transition, they would abut into there. Now I ran these girder trusses all the way back. I don't know if that's for sure how that would run. There may actually be, now that I'm thinking of it, there may be a girder truss, a beam running from that girder truss all the way over to the end. So we'll find out when we send it to the truss people. But and that would give us a little bit less expense on this girder truss running all the way front to back unnecessarily. Same thing is probably true over here. So yeah, so we got a 5 foot worth of glass here instead of 3 foot that we had before. I forget what we had actually, but anyway, we've got a lot more glass in all three dormers. A much wider usable dormer. These are probably not very usable storage wise, but it is storage, and I do have a small door there. But this will be a nice big walk-in closet. Of course, the wall height is diminished here. I think it starts sloping down here at 8 foot. So it's 8 foot between here and here. It's different within the dormer because it'll be probably a higher, let me think here. Yeah, you'll probably have an 8 foot ceiling in that dormer. It's just that it will be clipped on the edges, which will be fine, I think.